y'all feel out there?
I'm light years, call me eons. When the snare kick in, the beat is neon. Lights, yeah, I'm feeling magnificent.
What's up, amigos? It's the Prodigy Maker Minute with Chris Lewitt, as you may know, from the former #1 for Cornell University, pro circuit player, elite junior development coach, and author and educator, author of The Secrets of Spanish Tennis and the Tennis Technique Bible. Well, I was coaching one of my students today, and I was talking with her parents about how she's struggling with some anxiety and insecurities. And it got me thinking about how this is a common struggle for many athletes, many tennis players, but particularly in certain situations where a player has maybe not received world-class technical training or movement training, especially with the serve when they were younger. And so they grow up to be obviously teenagers, and maybe they playing on the high school team, or they're getting into college. And as those kids enter more and more tournaments and competition, they find that they have holes in their game. They have flaws in their game that are exploited by their opponents, especially higher level kids. And they sort of come up against a ceiling where they can't beat a certain level of player, a certain quality player. And usually those kids develop really sometimes a neuroses, deep doubts about their own abilities, their own even their own self-worth as a player. They lose a lot of confidence as a player because in the most important moments of the match, they don't produce the shots that they want. They're not able to put the ball where they want. They're not able to make that big serve. They're not able to be consistent with their second serve, or their movement breaks down from the baseline and they're inconsistent. And that can be extremely frustrating. And then as those experiences build up over time, those are very powerful experiences, and they really create a negative outlook or a negative perspective of themselves. The kids start to really doubt themselves and really develop a lot of anxiety about their tennis. And I think that's very unfortunate, but I think there's a direct link between how you learn technique when you're younger and whether you have anxiety or whether you have confidence on the court later on. And unfortunately, I think a lot of kids don't learn technique the right way. They don't learn world-class technique. They don't learn world-class movement. A lot of times confidence is linked to the serve. So if you have some issue with your serve mechanics, then that's going to manifest later on as a lot of anxiety when you go to serve, when you go to play a tournament. So this is one of the challenges that kids face all the time. So I just think it's really interesting, the link between basically the way you learn technique and your mental state, your confidence, your ability to withstand the pressure, and your own personal self-esteem and self-outlook, self-perspective as you get older. And what's interesting is, let's say you decide to work on those technical areas, patch those holes, patch the movement skills, develop a better serve. You find a good technician to clean those things up. A lot of those doubts from the past, a lot of those experiences, they're so powerful and so transformative that it can be hard, even with the new techniques, good techniques, world-class techniques, world-class movement, it can be hard to move beyond those initial, really, like they are like traumas that you went through. Like the players literally have some, I don't want to say PTSD, but something like that, where they've experienced a lot of trauma, they have a lot of doubts and anxieties, and it's hard to unwrap that. It's hard to unpackage that, even with the new skills that a player might develop later on. So those early years when you're competing are powerful and transformative, and they can be transformative in a positive way or transformative in a negative way. And that's why I think it's very important when you're young, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, those early years, that you get a great technical base, great movement, hook up with a great technician. Make sure your coach is teaching those world-class skills. And then when that player goes into competition, they won't have to endure all those very traumatic experiences in matches where they're just not up to the task. They're not able to make the shot when they need it, and they're getting exploited and attacked. Good players are attacking the holes and the flaws in their game. That can be very debilitating. as the player gets older. So kind of an interesting perspective that I see, just because I am a technician and I work on a lot of these issues with kids. Sometimes, even when I fix the technique of an older kid, I still have to work on the mental aspect to really make them believe in themselves. Kind of interesting, the connection between mental and technique. Guys, if you like this Prodigy Maker Minute, please check out my big show, the Prodigy Maker Show. We got a new one coming out within the week. And please consider subscribing. We're trying to grow this channel. I consider this a cerebral tennis community. I like that term. This is a place for intelligent tennis aficionados, coaches, parents, and players. So please join this community and consider subscribing if you'd like to get more of this content. You can get notifications, and whenever we make a video, you'll be ready. Thank you, guys. I'll see you on the next program.
Yeah, I'm feeling myself.
Are you feeling yourself?
Yeah, I'm feeling myself. Are you feeling yourself?
Yeah, I'm feeling myself.
Are you